Capricorn, it's Kendrick from Providence, and I'm going to be giving you your second proofread for the month of September. You rule, you know, rocks and stones, geology, or mountains, things like that. I like to give, like, you know, that kind of tectonic and earthly shifts and movements to Virgo. I keep talking about there being like some kind of earthquake, but there was just one in Haiti a few weeks ago. But you know, there could be another one somewhere. Look at what you create. The Earth, which is like the World card. This is crazy that this is naturally occurring in the Earth. Magnificence. Okay, so the Ace of Cups is definitely talking about digging into something, diving into something, concave, cueva, you know, hollowing out, making room, making space for something or making space for someone. It could be making space for, you know, something that isn't a living, breathing person or thing. It could be an animal that you might be trying to make space for, that you want to make space for. Some of you could be thinking about a pet, getting one, having one, or creating more space for the one that you have or are getting. Just because that Ace of Cups is like space, a void, carving something out, because water does like move mountains at a very, 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 very slow pace. I mean, look at the Grand Canyon. That's all because of water erosion. And that was space that was made by water, if that makes any sense. So making space for something. Making space for change. Opening yourself up to change. The possibility of it. You know, come what may. Right? This is survival instincts, okay? And not letting your emotions get in the way or prevent you from acting on your survivalist instinct. The aces are connected to Aries. They're also connected to Mercury. They're connected to Pluto as well, and Mars. So it is controlling your emotions or controlling your emotional impulse, right? Right. And sometimes, like, controlling your emotional impulse could be that if you are feeling something, you know, because the Ace of Cups is connected to intuition, right? So if you're receiving something, because a cup or a plate or any dish is almost ready to receive something. So it's kind of like it takes on the energy of the thing that is put in it. You know, so I feel like you have to be mindful of what you're taking in. But also be mindful of what you're putting out there. And I'm not saying just like what you're saying or what, you know, it's what you are doing as well. It's behavior. It is, you know, also understanding the power of your influence, okay, in whatever way, shape, or form. You know, this really has a lot of different aspects to it, but being aware of that, what you're putting out and what you're taking in, and the boundaries that probably need to be set in place to maintain some level of control and not feel like you are being taken advantage of or someone is taking advantage of you, but like you are meeting in the middle Okay. The Hanged Man. What do you know? Now we have two water cards here, the Ace of Cups and the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is, 1 and 2, which is connected to musician. So you might be dealing with a musician, some of you. Capricorn, right? That's what we're doing. Yeah. December. I feel like that's when things are going to start to maybe turn around or change for you. Okay, December, January, and February. So it's like the end of the year, the new year. That's when you're going to be feeling kind of like, desperate to make something happen. You're going to want to rush through a process, but you're going to have to be, you're going to be forced, by the universe and by Saturn to be patient and not make it seem as though you're coming from this place of, victimhood. But some of you are going to be rescuing, right? Some of you are going to get a rescue animal. Not everybody, some of you, around that time. December, January, February. Okay, so that's going from Sagittarius season to Sag, Capricorn, and Aquarius, and also even Pisces. We could be going into Pisces season 2, because the Hangman is Neptune, and it is talking about Pisces energy. But also Sagittarius, and something manifesting, right? Some of you might have to even problem solve your way out of something, or to come up with some solutions to a problem around that time. Pisces rules the feet and the eyes and the imagination. So this could be talking about, it's all in your imagination. You could be imagining something is worse than it actually is, right? So don't worry, don't try to force your way out of a situation either, because you're only going to wind up getting caught up more, or it's just gonna feel like it's more restricting for you if you try to force something, right? That's why the Hanged Man is just being patient and letting the situation play out, right? Because if this person moves or wiggles around or tries to use force or too much intensity, that rope is only going to get tighter around its ankle, and it's going to feel even more restricted. Okay, so it's not about forcing a situation. It's not about playing the victim. It's about trusting and believing and having faith that everything is going to turn out the way that it was meant to, because this is kind of like a karmic test for you to see how you do and how you handle yourself when you're in a particular set of circumstances that are putting some pressure on you. Chill, relax. Let's look at your clarifier. This is actually Ace of Pentacles. See, be patient and you're going to get what it is that you want at just the right time. And it's talking about planting new seeds too. You don't want to give birth to something before the opportunity comes, It's like you can't put the, what am I saying? I don't know. You can't put the wheels on the car until the car is done, if that makes any sense. The wheels are probably like one of the last things to go on in car. You know what I mean? Besides like the bumper. Or like windshield or something like that. But you know what I'm saying. You can't put the wheels on the car before the car is finished. Hello. Anyway. Bye.